Yeah! So I want to talk about how I'm going to get the lawn ready for the winter and consequently next spring. What I'm going to do today isn't going to be so much beneficial for winter, it's going to be more beneficial for spring. And I'll tell you why and what I'm planning to do. I just got done mowing the front, middle of October right now, and we're still looking good. We're starting to flirt with freezing temperatures, and so that's why I'm wanting to get this done. So with that, let's get started. Now, as I mentioned before, this isn't gonna do anything for the lawn over the winter. We normally put down fertilizers and nutrients to help the lawn grow and to remain healthy and to give it what it needs, but it's not gonna grow in the winter. Cool season lawn is gonna check out, it's gonna go dormant, and it's just gonna not grow. So why put down fertilizer now? Once the soil temperatures start getting back up and the lawn starts coming out of its dormant state, then all of this nutrition, the grass is going to absorb that and it's going to kick into gear, it's going to green up faster, it's going to grow faster, and you're going to start off spring of next season early. And typically what happens is your lawn is the first one to green up on the block because you have this Winterizer fertilizer done. So that's what we're doing now. This isn't for winter. This is actually the first application of fertilizer for next year. Now, what am I looking for in this fertilizer? Organic, synthetic, hybrid? Really, I'll take whatever I can get. I see this as a good opportunity to use any leftover fertilizer. Like I said, I've got a couple of buckets, I've got an almost empty bag of ProPeat. So all of that I want out of the garage. I don't want to hang on to any leftover fertilizer this year. I don't want to have to worry about putting it in buckets and finding places to store it because I'm trying to organize this garage. Because as many of you know, I'm running out of space in here. So any free space I can get back, I'll take it. So I'm going to use up all the extras. There's going to be a mix of synthetics, there's going to be a mix of organics, there's going to be a mix of hybrids. The nice thing about running organics in a Winterizer blend is organics break down slowly and they break down with heat. So once temperatures start coming back up in the spring and there's more heat in the ground, that's going to start breaking that stuff down and your lawn's going to go bananas over it. Now, I want no more than about a pound or so of nitrogen per 1,000 for this application. So this is going to be a complete full application of nitrogen here. And because I have different products that have different analysis, I've got to be careful about calculating what I have and what's going down. So I have a scale over here on the table, and I'm going to take what I have and measure it out and keep track and go from there. All right, so the first thing I'm going to measure is the CarbonX bucket. So I've got a bucket full of CarbonX over there, and I'm going to weigh it, but I want to weigh it against the weight of a bucket. So I'm going to take the weight of this bucket, which is 2 pounds. Okay, so we got a 2 pound bucket, and subtract it from the weight of this bucket. So this is just about 36 pounds. So that gives us 34 pounds of CarbonX. So because CarbonX is a 24% nitrogen product, that means if I want a pound of nitrogen per 1,000, I'm going to want to have about 4 pounds per 1,000 or so of CarbonX per 1,000 square feet. So to put that in my backyard, 8,500 square feet at 4 pounds per 1,000, I'm going to need about 32 pounds. So I can feel confident putting down this bucket of CarbonX across my whole backyard and call it good. Now what I've decided to do is to take the rest of this bucket here, which contains, that feels wet. Now let me just give you a short little learn from me experience here. This is the Safer brand Lawn Restore here in this bucket. As soon as I took the lid off, I noticed that this felt like there's a lot of moisture in here, which is bad. You want this to be stored in a dry environment, which is why I put it in a bucket. But even here, if you look closer, there is mold coming in on this. So I'm just gonna throw this out, and I'm not even gonna worry about it. Alright, so that takes care of the backyard, and that is 2 less buckets of stuff that I don't need to worry about anymore, which is awesome. Now I'm going to do the front yard, but I want to stick to keeping it with the ProPeat on the front yard. I've been loving the ProPeat and really been enjoying the results from it this year, so I want to stick with it for this last application. This bag here that I have just a few pounds left is a 1704, which means that if I want to hit around a pound of nitrogen, I need about 6 pounds per thousand. So 2,000 square feet in the front yard at 6 pounds per thousand, I'm gonna need about 12 pounds. Oops, clean that up later. So that ended up weighing just about 8 pounds, 8.5 pounds or so. Chunky. CarbonX. So we got the greens grade in there, and that's just so nice, guys. I love this stuff. It's so fun to spread and use, and it works really well. The goal here is to not have any open bags, and this will get rid of the only other open bag in the garage. So we'll get this down. Alright, it's all gone, it's all out on the grass, and that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I will say, running the spreader on a shortcut lawn is much more enjoyable than having to trudge it through a normal cut lawn. So 3/4 inch as opposed to almost 3 inches, 3/4 inch is better. And yeah, so that should leave me off for the year as far as fertilizer goes. Nothing more to put down. All the bags, like I said, are empty, and that's gonna go ahead and do it. So if you have any questions about anything I've done today or the results, just make sure that you're subscribed and you'll see results there. Leave any questions in the comment section below. I'll leave a link to the products that I used today down below the like button. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.